All right, good morning, everyone. It is October 28th, and we're going to go right into AD CAD, which has not changed at all since last week. We are still kind of playing within that range. We did technically, however, break or get a wick below that range. However, it's nothing significant yet, so I'm not really looking to get involved on AD CAD just yet. Like I said, there's nothing that's really changed. AD CHF is moving down. As you can see that we are currently respecting that bearish order flow. So we are currently consistently moving down. You could look for shorts like we said on Friday. You could be looking for shorts from that level. If you were doing that, you would be running in profit right now. The expectation is to take out that low. After that, we're going to be looking for a retracement back into supply. But yeah, for now, the expectation is just to remain bearish. 80 JPY, let's move on. So as we analyzed last week, we got a reaction off of that zone. You can still see the drawings. So I'm going to remove them for now. We were expecting price to react off of that demand zone, which we did. We got a really strong reaction. If you were looking for longs, you'd be running in profit right now. We are retracing back a little bit. The expectation from a mechanical standpoint remains that we're going to take out that high. So the expectation is still to take out that high and then come back down into demand. But for now, looks like we might be getting back into that demand zone. We'll see what happens. If we do end up breaking that demand zone and we take out that high, that low right there and that low right there, we could look for shorts back into a lower demand zone. But for now, the expectation remains that we're going to take out that high. AUD, NZD, nothing changed. We're still moving sideways. Literally nothing changed. So I'm going to skip that. AUD USD is respecting the analysis that we did on last week. I think Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So we did tap that supply zone. We got a reaction off of that. You could be looking for shorts from there. Then we did break to the downside. Right now, the expectation is for price to come back into this demand or supply zone, excuse me. So if you're a day trader, you could look for longs back into demand or supply, excuse me, and then look for shorts from that supply zone. I'm just going to be looking for shorts from over there because I'm a swing trader, so I don't like to day trade back into a certain zone. CAT CHF, nothing changed really. We're still playing within that range. And like I said last week, I want to see price break out either to the up or to the downside. Until that happens, I'm not really looking to get involved. CAD JPY, the expectation is to trade back into supply or demand, excuse me. I'm mixing it up today. To trade back into demand, which is what we're waiting on right now. We saw that we got basically back up to this high, and then we got a strong reaction back to the downside. So this could be your confirmation to look for shorts back into demand. And then once we do hit demand, I'm going to be looking for longs from that level to the upside. CHF, JPY is pretty much the same thing. They're very correlated, so we're expecting the same thing. Looking for shorts back into demand, and then once we tap demand, we're going to be looking for longs. Euro AUD, we were playing within a range. Now we did end up breaking above that range. So for now, the expectation is to basically trade back into demand right there, trade back into that demand zone. So if you're a day trader, I would wait for a change of character and then look for shorts back into that demand. And then once we do tap the demand, we can look for longs to the upside. EuroCAD is retracing pretty much all the way back to the supply zone, which is obviously unfortunate to see because I'm in a short position right now, but we're just going to keep holding it for now and we'll see what happens. I'm expecting a reaction off of that supply zone right now. Also, I got a question. Someone asked me, why do I only analyze the 4 hour? I only trade the 4 hour, and basically zooming out on the 4 hour is the same thing as looking on the daily. And the 4 hour to me is the strongest time frame and most used time frame. So I'm going to be analyzing mainly on the 4 hour. If you guys want me to analyze any other time frame too, let me know, and I'll implement it in the next analysis. But for now, I'm just going to be sticking it to the 4 hour. Anyways, Euro CHF, we tapped that supply zone that we talked about last week. Now the expectation is to take out that low. So we're going to be looking for shorts to take out that low. Then what do we have? We have Euro GBP. Nothing really changed on Euro GBP. My expectation was after we liquidated these lows to break to the upside, but right now we're just playing within a range. So nothing has changed. Euro JPY is very similar to CHF and CAD JPY. Once again, highly correlated. I'm not really looking to get involved on any pairs right now or any JPY pairs right now. The expectation is to trade back into demand, and then once we tap demand, we can look for longs from there. Euro NZD, we were playing within a range. Now it looks like we did wick above that range, but we haven't really made a significant break yet, so I'm not looking to get involved there either. Euro USD is currently trending bearish. We can see that we respected that supply zone. The expectation is basically to take out that low right there, and to look for shorts all the way up until that point. GBP AUD. So this one tapped the supply zone right now. After that break of structure we saw here, I'm going to be waiting for a change of character, and then you could look for shorts if you're a day trader. As a swing trader, you'd most likely be looking for longs from the demand zone right there. GBP CAD, let's see what. Yeah, well, so it's the same as Euro CAD, and nothing really changed. GBP CHF, nothing changed either. We're still playing within that range. GBP NZD, we had that break to the upside. The expectation for now is to wait for a change of character and then trade back in towards demand. And then once we do tap demand, we can start looking for longs from there. GU, we are respecting that bearish trend right now. My expectation is to either have another tap into that supply zone and then take out that low, or just react off of that supply zone that we're in right now on the 1 hour, and then basically look for shorts right now and then take out that low. And also on GU, you'd be all trends would be aligned right now. So if you were to look for day trades, you would have a 1 hour bearish trend, you would have a 4 hour bearish trend, so you'd have a high probability. NZD CAT still playing within that range, something changed. NZD CHF, respecting bearish order flow. You can see that we were simply just respecting supply. That supply got respected that we analyzed on Thursday or Friday. Now the next supply zone also got respected this morning. We can see that we had a reaction off of that. So the expectation for now is just to basically take out that low. Once we do take out that low, we can look for longs back into supply. And then the expectation is just to continue that bearish order flow. NZD, JPY, we're essentially playing within that range still. Nothing changed. NZD USD is very similar to GU. The expectation for now is basically you get a reaction off of that supply zone. So you could look for longs into that supply zone. Do keep in mind that this is a little bit more compact, tight price action, so it's a little bit of a lower probability. I talked about this last week too. Anyways, the expectation is to look for shorts from NZD, the supply zone NZD USD, and to take out that low. USD CAD, we're playing within a bullish trend right now. I'm going to be looking for longs from that level. Actually, looks really nice. You could look for shorts back into demand. The expectation is basically to continue that uptrend and to take out that high. So yeah, and that's next is USD Nothing changed really. We're still playing within that bullish trend, but we are ranging, however. So I'm just going to be waiting for price to break to the downside. Once we do break to the downside, you can start looking for shorts back into supply. Let me clean this up actually. Once we do break to the downside, you can start looking for shorts back into demand. And then look for longs from that demand zone. You can see that we liquidated basically these highs right there, which is a strong sign of a possible reversal back into demand. Then UJ is pretty much the same as the other JPY pairs, expecting to trade back into supply or demand, and then looking for longs from that demand zone. And last is gold. Gold has not changed at all really. So that's it for this week, or today I should say. I'll be most likely be back tomorrow with another analysis.